Birmingham City are still in the race for Rapid Vienna midfielder Romeo Amane, with Pete O'Rourke reporting that Lens and Rennes have now entered from League One alongside Wrexham. Nearly 2 months after the first link, the Blues are further from the player than they were at the start. Almost everything in this pursuit works against them. Amane is under contract in Austria until 2029, having signed only in January of last year, and he made 49 appearances last season across nearly 4,000 minutes. In the Europa Conference League, the Europa League and Champions League qualifying, FC Copenhagen bid for him in June and got nowhere, which means a price has already been rejected in public, and nobody outside the two clubs knows what it was. Birmingham are negotiating with a selling club that does not need to sell for a player who was playing continental football in July. Lens complicates it further. The story ties their interest to Mamdou Sangaré, who is reported to be completing a £7 million move to Brentford, so Birmingham would be bidding against money that is already on its way into a rival's account. Sheffield United and Copenhagen have dropped out. The clubs that remain are the ones who can afford to stay. The case for Amane is straightforward enough. He is 23, primarily a defensive midfielder, and Chris Davies begins the season without the injured Marc Leonard. That is a real hole, and this is a credible profile to fill it, at an age where the fee becomes an asset rather than a cost. His output is modest: 1 goal and 4 assists across last season, 7 goals and 10 assists in 98 appearances for BK Häcken. Before that, but nobody buys this type of player for the numbers on the end of a move. What makes the pursuit awkward is what it is being weighed against. Birmingham have spent as freely as any side in the division without parachute money, and the reward is a seat at the table with 2 French clubs and Wrexham for a midfielder who has never played in England. Money of that order is supposed to buy a shorter queue. The playoffs now reach down to 8th, which lowers the bar for everyone, and a club that keeps naming the Premier League should not be planning around a wider door. So watch what happens when Lens move properly. An ankle sprain has kept Amane out of 2 matches. Johannes Hoff-Thorup expects him back for the trip to Estonia on the 6th of August. And the moment he is fit, the bidding becomes a straight comparison of what each club can put in front of him. Birmingham can afford the fee. The question this window keeps asking is whether they can win anything they actually have to compete for.